Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you a time-lapse of how I made this large painting on a canvas of 40 centimeters by 120, which is 16 inches by 74 if I'm correct. So that's quite large. One of the largest I've ever made so far. As a base I used phthalo blue, and what you can see me do here is well, it could be described as a flip and drag, but actually I didn't flip it because these cups have an opening on the bottom, which means that I can just layer the paint in it and then drag it over the canvas and it will release the paint. And I really like this technique as a variation of the flip and drag because it gives a different effect, which I really like. Sorry for the background noise. So here I just drag the cups out to the sides of the canvas and start tilting. I really love the design immediately, so I tried not to lose too much of it, which meant that I had to add some phthalo blue to the sides of it to keep it from disappearing. And it also meant that I had to mix some more phthalo blue because I didn't have enough. But I cut that part out for you. The colors I used were all by Amsterdam Acrylics. I used phthalo blue, which I also use as a base, and I also used it in the cups. And I used titanium white and Prussian blue and some turquoise blue, and that's all. I used silicone in all the colors, also in the white, except of course for the base coat layer of the phthalo blue. I was trying to go really slowly with this one because, yeah, tilt it too much and you lose the beautiful things you have on the canvas. Well, here I was trying to stretch out the blue as far as it would go, and then figured out that I really had to mix some more, so I was leveling the canvas and then mixing some more blue, which you will see me add momentarily. And we're back with more blue. What I really liked is the tails of the paint on the left and right side, the smaller, thinner lines that really flowed out into the paint that I added later, creating these stretched long cells, which I just adore. It's beautiful. So I'm basically just filling in the white spots on the canvas. When it dried, there were some spots that were a bit thin. Of course, phthalo blue is a semi-transparent color, or transparent color, and I didn't have enough paint everywhere to have it cover completely, so I had to go back in and fix that later. But it turned out really beautifully. As you can see, I hardly have any space to work there, so it was hard to see if I covered all the edges. And while working on this painting, I remember thinking, okay, now we're getting somewhere. I was really thinking that this might be something that people would want to hang on their walls, both in design as in size. And that made me really happy. With larger designs like this, it's extra important to make sure that your table is level, because otherwise all the paint will flow off to one side. Of course, it will flow off a bit while leveling on the canvas, especially if you have a good canvas which doesn't droop in the middle so that all the paint runs to the middle, creating a puddle. Luckily, even though I don't really have a fancy table, my workspace is leveled, so when I leave the painting to be, it doesn't change very much when it's drying. Yay! Tilting a bit more, making sure it's leveled on the boxes I put it on to lift it. And then checking for lumps and bubbles one final time. And that's it. I really hope you liked this, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you next time!